10 just for a second, because it talks about the 7 kings. And we saw that the 7 kings are illustrated by the 7 ancient empires, starting with Egypt, Syria, Babylon, Persia, Greece, Rome, and then eventually the revised Roman Empire. And so we're seeing how history develops and how the end times will comprise an element, if you will, or a shadow of these ancient civilizations. So in verse 10, it tells us, well, look at verse 10. It says, and there were what? 7 kings, 5 are fallen. And so we just looked at those 7 powerful kingdoms. We're still awaiting the revised Roman, or it may be in process right now. The thing about prophecy is that, you have to be sensitive to it. You have to be sensitive, and we are in the throes of the last days, as Paul has said. We're already in the throes of the last days, but we have to be as the sons of Issachar, being able to know the signs of the times. I believe that we're in the last of the last days, and so when we look at the religious climate, when we look at governments, we can see all these signs and that the Bible is speaking about. But it speaks here about, again, 7 kings, which we just illustrated, from Egypt to Rome, or the revived Roman Empire. And it goes on to say, and one is, now this is speaking about the time of John. He's saying one of these empires is in existence now. And of course, we know that the Roman Empire, it was at the time of John the Revelator. So it was existing at that time. He says, one is, and the other is not yet come. And when he comes, he must continue a short space. If you remember, we had a video a couple of weeks ago. We finally finished the video that talked about how Protestantism will be syncretized, if you will. We're not just talking about ecumenism of Islam and Hinduism and all the other isms, but we're going to see that Protestantism is syncretized with Catholicism. It's actually going to support the agenda of Catholicism. And that's where we left off last time. And we believe, now we know it's the spirit of the Antichrist that's orchestrating all of this. We know that. But as we read this text, it talks about